Hey everyone, welcome to the Wreath Workshop. I am Ashley Greenwood with Three Little Greenwoods Creations, and today we are going to make a beautiful wreath together with this bow. We made this bow on Bow Making Monday this week. You can catch that video. It's on my YouTube channel, Three Little Greenwoods. You can find me over there, and I'll also be posting it on Facebook later today. So welcome and come on in. Let me know where you are watching from. If you're watching right now, you might be watching the replay over on Facebook. So please type in #replay and let me know what you're up to today. So we are going to be making a wreath all around this gorgeous bow. Look at the colors. Oh my gosh, I love it. You can find out where I purchase all of my ribbons. There is a link here. There is a link in my profile. You can go and get my list of where you can shop for ribbons. This is so adorable. I love it. So I'm pulling the colors for my wreath out of this navy ribbon. It's going to be using orange and this blue. So pretty. So let's get started. Let's talk about the florals and the greenery that we are going to be using. You just finished a wreath, Amy. That's fantastic. Good for you, girl. Hello, Louisiana. So our focal flower gonna be these. These are like really big. I don't know if they're peonies, cabbage roses, but they are such a vibrant color. I have been holding on to these for quite a while, and I'm very excited to be using them. These will be our focal flower. We're going to pair that with either these, which would be gorgeous, pretty. Hello, Claudia. Or I have this. This is a big stem from Hobby Lobby that I have. These are two random pieces. Maybe using this, but if I use this, I'm gonna take the pink off because the pink is not jiving with all of the orange. You know what I'm saying? So we'll make a game time decision on which one of these we're gonna be using, so stay tuned. Next, I have some white. I always love to add pops of white to all of my designs because it just makes everything pop. Really, it does. I've got two choices. I have this. Maybe it's Lily of the Valley. Cute, pretty little flowers. I love the little pops of yellow in the middle. The greenery is trash, so I'm definitely not going to be using these leaves, but I really like the little flowers with the yellow centers. But I also pulled this bush. This is a plastic bush. I love plastic bushes. They hold their color. They're typically more vibrant. So either one of those we're going to be using. For the greenery today, I've got two greeneries that I'm using. This plastic fern bush, I've got two of these. And I gathered up some of my most favorite ficus stems. And I've just been gathering up them together, and I'm going to use them in this project. Tammy, I'm so glad that you got your bows and that you love them. That made me so happy to send that order to you. Tammy got a mystery box. She got two bows in a mystery box, and she just got them and she loves them. That's awesome. You just ordered ficus. Good job, Amy. Ficus is my favorite. Now let's talk about the wreath. So this is a 14-inch grapevine. It's little, but don't let the small size of this wreath hold you back from making something big and gorgeous, because it's all about how you build it, all about how you layer your greeneries and your florals. You can make this wreath quite large. So let's see how we do today. And again, this is the bow that I made on Bow Making Monday. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Let's get started. This is my wreath easel. It is from Mimi's Hobby Wreaths on Etsy. Gosh, I can never remember the name of it. It's Mimi's, M-I-M-I. I'm sure if you went to Etsy and you looked for wooden wreath stand or wreath easel, this is going to pop up. Let's get it really close so you guys can see what I'm doing. There's my little pipe cleaner hanger on the back. Let's put this right up here. Now, this is going to be a crescent shape wreath. That means we're going to be making greenery and florals from here to here. Just like up in this left-hand corner. I hope that that is the right side for you guys. And we're going to put a big bow right there. So not going to be using a ton of florals because I can't fit that many, which is good because it keeps the price of your wreath down. So good to know. Let's get started with our first layer of ficus. This is variegated ficus. It is listed in my Amazon storefront. I'm going to put a piece coming down right there. You see how much is coming off on the side? I love it. Let's put another piece coming up this way. I'm dipping it in my hot glue skillet. It's right off camera. I do not use a glue gun. Well, never say never, but rarely do I use a glue gun. I love my hot glue skillet. It makes me so happy. Let's put this piece down here. I'm just building. Oh, that looks, I don't know about that. Let's move this one over. Guys, listen, taking a picture of what you're working on as you are working on it is a really good way to check yourself. Like, I can see this in the camera and that was way too over. Wait. All right, let's keep building. There we go. Now we need to round it out over here. Let's use one of these. I just have random pieces of ficus. I'm doing great today, Becky. Thank you for asking. It's quiet here at our house. My college son, my oldest son has gone back to school. He took the puppy with him. I mean, I love her, but my house was trashed because she's just messy. So messy. He's pretty messy too. I'm going to hold this in place for just a second because it keeps wanting to spin and I want my greenery to be facing forward. So if you hold it for just a minute, it will keep its place for you. Let's put this down here. I'm bending it. I always bend my greenery just a little bit, okay guys? To give it some dimension. I don't ever put anything in super flat. Okay, I think it's holding. Let's fill out this a little bit more. So what's everybody been working on? What have my wreath makers been doing? I know a lot of people are doing patriotic already. I have not even, I have made some bows. I'll take that back. I was going to say I haven't done that yet, but I did make some bows. Let's put this one right down here. Notice how I bent it so it came up a little bit, gives it some depth. And I'm going to have to hold it again to make sure it stays there. Someone is starting patriotic. Where do I get my grapevines? That's a very good question, Amy. These grapevines came from Michael's, but they are very hit and miss. Sometimes you get them and they have like huge grapevine vines in them, and then nothing sticks because you can't force it between the really thick grapevines. Sometimes you get them and they are just covered up in leaves. These were really good. So yay, Michaels. For a long time, I thought that their grapevine factory had broken or something, because those were some awful, awful grapevines. You can also get them from Hobby Lobby, Deco Exchange, probably Craft Outlet, so you can check there. Ooh, cemetery flowers. And you found the beautiful red peonies. Good job. Hobby Lobby has horrible ones. You ordered a few from Deco Mesh. That is good to know. Next, we're going to layer in our fern. And I have 2 bushes of these. I don't know if I'm going to use all of them or not. This fern is plastic, which makes me happy. I just like how it holds the color. I like how I just like plastic a lot. Hey, Joyce, do I do Deco Mesh wreaths? I do not. I do not do Deco Mesh. That's something that I've never learned how to do. I love grapevines. Where did I get my steamer from? It's in my Amazon storefront. You can hop on over and check that out. It's in the link in my profile. Now I'm just going to come in and just bounce this fern around. And you probably aren't going to be able to see it really well because you're a little bit farther away from me. But I'll show you up close in just a minute. When I say bounce it around, I mean I'm going to put some here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and zigzag my way up through this wreath. It's going to add lots of texture and a little bit of a different color. Okay. It's coming up this way. Make sure that when you insert your stems that they are coming in contact with some grapevine. You don't just want them hanging in the air. You want them to reach out and touch something and be very secure. I'm going to bounce up here. I only have a few pieces left, so I'm trying to be really, really strategic about where I put them. I would like to keep this wreath at a really reasonable price point. So I don't want to add a whole lot of stuff. That's also why I chose this 14-inch grapevine, because it's only so big, you know. Are these fake vines? Yes, they are. They are very fakey fake. I only use artificial flowers. Okay, I got one more piece left. Let's put it down there. So here is the hot glue on my stem. There we go. All right, now let me show you what we've got. You can see the different textures already. It's all in. This is what I call a warm greenery scheme because it's got yellows and some whites in there. It's really, really pretty. Next we're going to add the bow. Where did I? Oh, here it is. So this is the bow that I made on Bow Making Monday just a couple of days ago. You can check out how I made this bow by going to my YouTube channel, 3 Little Greenwoods. This is the inspiration for the whole thing. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Such a pretty, pretty bow. Now I want it to be up here with the tails coming down. That's what I'm going for. So I'm going to put it pretty high up on the grapevine. I'm just weaving my vine wire through the grapevine. And when I attach it, I am not going to pull it so tight that it will crush the bow loops. I'm just gonna like make it secure, but not tighten it up so much. A lot of times We get a little overzealous with how we're inserting our bows. And you just want it, you know, you just want it secure. You don't want to crush your bows, okay? Because you worked hard. I worked hard on this bow. I want people to be able to see it. All right. Now let's add some flowers. Boom. Look at this color. Oh my goodness. Now my plan is to put one up here and one down here. Remember, we're keeping our supplies to a minimum. The more you put in it, the more it'll cost your customer. So we're just making a simple wreath. These kind of almost look like camellias. What do you guys think? Peonies, camellias. Yes, I know there is no such thing as a turquoise blue camellia, but so pretty. This actually came from my D-stash. A D-stash is when another maker is going out of business and they just want to get rid of their things. And I was the lucky recipient of a D-stash. So I am bending the stem on my flower. Yeah, you've never seen this color, have you, Tammy? It's so pretty. I mean, why not? Seriously, why not use it? I've been thinking, like, what am I going to use this on? So today is the day. Let's put one up here, a little bit above the bow. Get up on my tiptoes. Okay, there's a one. Oh, I need some more greenery up here. Drat. Let's do another one. We're going to do it up underneath the bow. Notice how long this stem is. It has a long way to go, okay? So I'm keeping my stem nice and long. So let's part the ways of our bow. I'm looking to make sure there's a spot that I think it will fit in. Give me some glue. And let's put it right there. Awesome. Now we have to decide, are we going to use these beautiful, gorgeous, deep orange ranunculuses, or are we going to go for these, taking off the pink? So, what do you think, guys? Orange, or add a little bit of variety, a little bit more color with these two? Let's see. So this could go, I don't know. Let's see. This is what I want you to do. I want you to get out your things, play with them, see where you think they would go. I'm going to save these for another day, because to make it look like I want it to look, I would have to rip all of these things apart, and I don't really feel like doing that right now. So let's just keep on going with our really pretty orange peonies or ranunculuses. I have 4. So again, I gotta be choosy. These also came from my D-stash. I got a lot of good stuff. Hey, Misty. Misty says yes on the orange, right? Right, Misty? Now, this one is like coming undone from its little fuzzy stem. I don't know where she got this from, but I'm going to use it. The orange will be so pretty. Let's keep this stem really long. And here is the other one. This little fuzzy stem is still attached, so I'm just going to leave it alone. these leaves because I don't think we need them. It is just lovely, isn't it? It's so pretty. All right, so let's figure this out, okay? I think an orange up here and here would be pretty. And an orange right here and maybe like right in there. Let's go for it. Let's just go for it. So right up under the bow, there is this really blank spot. You can see the grapevine. I need to put something in there to cover that up. So let's add one of these right up under there. Just watching what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't cut it. Didn't cut it short enough. So let's cut it a little bit shorter and try it again. You've got to make sure it sticks to something, okay? All right, there's the first one. Let's put this one down here. I want you to notice that the heads of the flowers are not all facing front. I have them a little cockeyed because, you know, it looks better that way. Is there a special glue that I am using? Yes, it is Gorilla Hot glue sticks. I put them in my small electric skillet and it melts the glue sticks and it's just a big skillet of glue. So I can dip in there, keeps both of my hands free. Unlike when you use a hot glue gun and your hands aren't free because you're constantly pumping. You can find the hot glue skillet that I recommend in my Amazon storefront. All right, let's do one here. One up there. Okay, perfect. This is coming together really, really quickly. I know a lot of you have been asking questions about how to make wreaths that aren't so expensive. Hold on, guys. Let me glue this in and then I'll finish my thought. There we go. I know a lot of you have been asking questions about how do you make wreaths that aren't quite so expensive. I would start with a small wreath base, like a 14-inch. I would choose 2 different greeneries, just small amounts. Have a big bow because that takes up a lot of visual space. And some other pretty large flowers. And don't put so much into your wreaths because the more product you put into it, the more you need to charge for it because you deserve to get paid. Let's put this one over here. I'm going to turn my wreath base, my wreath stand, so I can see what the heck I'm doing. So pretty. All right, now I want to add more greenery because you can see there is a big hole right here. So I am looking around. Found them. Hold please. Sorry, this is the ficus. I'm gonna cut this up. because I need more. I was trying to do it with my little scraps, but I just wasn't cutting it. You love how honest and humble my opinion is. What greenery looks good with colorful tulips? Really bright, vibrant greenery, like ficus, or a really good eucalyptus like this. That would be really pretty. They call this basswood at Hobby Lobby. I don't know why they call it basswood, but it is what it is. I need some more height right there because that's looking kind of weird. Let's push this down just a little bit more. All right. Let's use this. Boxwood will look good, Tammy. So all in all, I've used about 3 pieces of ficus. Not too many. I have a few more pieces of these left over. I'm just going to hold on to them to the very end. Next, let's add some pops of white. And we're really going to tie it all together with that. If I was adding a sign, where would I put it? I would tuck it up really close, not so it's hanging off the edge. So I would tuck it up really close up into this wreath. Well, that's what I would do. 2 choices. These, which is good. This is like a greenery bush. I would consider this greenery, even though it has white in it. It's got white flowers. I think I'm going with these because I love the little pops of yellow in the middle. So let's deconstruct them because I really don't like the greenery. You can see, I mean, look how frayed they are. Honestly, I think they came like this. And I'm just going to pull all of those leaves off and throw them away. Make sure you have some good wire cutters to cut your stems with, okay? Thanks, Joyce, for hanging out. You have a really good day. All right, here we go. Let's take it apart. Let's deconstruct it. Dear Lord, please let them pull off nicely. So I'm left with this, and then I have this little piece. I'm just going to put it back together. I really do not mind modifying my flowers to make them look like what I want them to look like. You know? The first greenery that I put on, where did I get that? The fern. I think I got it from my wholesaler, Sims Pottery. Okay, let's put this piece together. I'm going to kind of bend them a little bit so they take up a little bit more space. I should have done this before I came on, but I wanted you guys to see me thinking through the process. Not the ferns, the leaf ones. They came, you can get them on Amazon. They're a little tricky to find, actually. They're called variegated ficus. I have an Amazon storefront where I have all of my wreath making tools. I even have a section for greenery that you can purchase off of Amazon. And I have a section of florals that I've purchased that have been great. All right, just a few more. Pioneer Woman, yes. Listen, okay, so I went to a yard sale last weekend. I never do that, but I went to a yard sale. I'm like, I'm gonna go see what I can find. And I got this big box, and it had cleaning supplies in it. And there were a couple things I really wanted, and then the rest of the stuff I did not think that I wanted at all. But one of the things that were buried deep down in the box were brand new Pioneer Woman dish towels, like kitchen towels. And I love color, and they make me so happy. Let's add these and really make it pop, okay? I'm gonna start at the top and add these little white flowers, keeping it really long because I gotta get it all the way in that grapevine. Oh my gosh. Too long. Let's try it again. Oh, see? It's already looking good. Let's put this one up here. Just a little bit. I need some more greenery back there. Let's go ahead and add it, y'all. There we go. Now I'm coming around the sides. It is so pretty and bright. Makes me happy. Let's put some white on this side of the bow. Ow! Hot glue is hot, y'all. I do have to say that I burn myself way less with a hot glue skillet than I used to with a glue gun. I don't know why, but it's true. Who else out there has a hot glue skillet that they use? If you are a crafter and you use a lot of hot glue, you definitely should get one. White on both sides of my bow. You use a skillet called Circle of Seasons by Cole. Yeah, it's amazing. Can I show the skillet? Remind me at the end and I'll show it, okay? Let's get some more pops of this white. I can find a way up through the grapevine. There we go. Come along on this side. Try not to get burned. Turn my hot glue skillet down. It's starting to smoke. If it starts smoking, turn it down. Oh, you're getting flowers for your birthday. Is today your birthday, Tammy? I hope you have a great birthday if it is. All right. hold on. My tails always kind of confound me. Like I don't quite know quite where to put my tails some days. Here we go. Got it. All right, we have 2 pieces left. It's your birthday and your mama's birthday. That's very special. Okay, I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna turn it so you can see what I'm doing. This is a dark spot right here. So I'm gonna put a little piece right there and then the other larger piece up top. And then here's my other piece, my last piece. Open it all the way up. Give it a little bit of movement. We're going to put it right up there. And there you go. Let me let you see it really up close. So you can see how the bow is just kind of tucked up in there. We've got a really vibrant blue, which picks up this ribbon and that gorgeous ribbon. I want you to notice how deep it is. My wreaths have a lot of dimension to them. That's why I keep my stems really long. I love the pops of white. It was looking a little dark with the orange and the blue and the darkness of the bow, but once you added the little white flowers, kind of pops it up. Hey, Kelly. Now on the back, let's talk about the back. Everyone always has questions. The back is a hot mess. Can you see the stem sticking out? So to clean up the back, I simply take the flat side of my wire cutters and I cut them all off. I'm also checking to make sure that my stems are really secure and glued into place. If they feel really wobbly, I'm going to apply some more glue to the back side. Here is my bind wire from my bow. Just going to cut that off and then put this, I'm going to tuck this little piece up under. And there you go. Just a real simple but very, very colorful wreath. I love the colors, they're so pretty. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. If you have a friend that you think would love to learn more about wreath making, please share this page with them so that they can come join the fun. If you want to know about all of my tools, let me show you my hot glue skillet. I almost forgot. Oh, there she is. It is just a small electric skillet on some ceramic tiles left over from a home improvement project because it gets super hot. I just simply add, I'm going to turn it off. I just simply add hot glue sticks to it and it melts. It's fabulous. It's so good. Will this be in my storefront? This is going in my Etsy shop. It is. So I sell wreaths and bows, arrangements, all the things over on Etsy. You can find me by looking for 3, the number 3, Little Greenwoods. It's also linked in my profile here on TikTok, so you can check it out through there. The wreath stand, this is my new favorite. It is from Mimi's Hobby wreaths on Etsy. Just look for wooden wreath stand on Etsy and she's going to pop up because it is amazing, and she's sold a ton of them. And I love it. Totally love it. But yeah, the wreath is going to be in my Etsy shop, and you can go to the link in my profile to look at my Amazon storefront, which has all my tools and everything in it. All right, guys, have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll catch you live on Monday from Bow Making Monday. Bye, everybody.